Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Recon 132 fighter. Look at me. Go. Shoot.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Stanley. And the pressure gets to him again. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack. Ready.
They'll try the left side. Drummond. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now. Drummond. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. 2 little cut. Topper! Get it!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now a give, right side, Drummond. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You draw closer.
And to give this time to the tailback. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
90 Wolf. Get that quarter. Hey, my 7. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Porter. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And this one is right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game. And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
56 Mike. Hey, Wahoo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Porter. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
go. 50, plant.
Check back. Check back.
Hey, box drop. Ready?
To throw on second down. Porter. Being chased out left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Porter, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the gun, Stanley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, Drummond. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. Drummond. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Watch the run. Watch the 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Charlie.
Watch the shit. Joker.
49, check 49, check 49.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Smith running right. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check that.
Pilot, 64, weak. Bravo.
To throw on third down. Stanley. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Set. 70. Indy.
56. Three birds.
To throw on second down. Stanley. He finds his man Johnson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
56. Mike's 56.
Get it.
Throwing on third and long. Stanley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Niners 10, Falcons 7. Zane Gonzalez is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. I'm coming.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
You ready?
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Matchbox right.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Check four.
Yep. 5.
They'll run on first down. Drummond, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Quick. Check 31, check 31.
Shoot.
They'll try the left side. Drummond. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Set, ready? 50, plant.
Check, watch 54.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch QB drop. Under 10.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, switch gears.
Go.
On first down, Porter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Come on, we better than that.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Keep playing.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the screen. And 96 is coming. We got Mike.
2nd and 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now a give, right side. Drummond. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Switch.
2nd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Throwing on 1st down. Stanley airing it out, looking for Ridley. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 27. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Porter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Set 90 Wolf. General West, a Alpha.
That's got to be a long day. Check 3.
Speed grip.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Porter. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They're running it. Check. Crouch.
On second down, it's Smith. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Stand up.
They keep it with Smith on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 43. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll try the right side here with Smith. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now here's Olison, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Quadri Olison, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Operating from the gun, Porter. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. From the gun, Porter. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get...
Hey, y7.
To throw again. Porter. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. They'll try the left side. Drummond. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? Back to throw. Porter. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Spine. Hey, lock it. Hit it.
Now Ito Smith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Ready. 18 Gators.
Push him back.
Go. Spine.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
I'm coming after you.
Now.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Hey, Wahoo.
Let's go. Pick it up, kid. Right there. 54. Right there.
Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Stanley. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check three, check three, check three.
Hey. Lee Griffin.
Now a give, right side. Drummond. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Alert three.
61, matchbox lights.
Check. Lucky.
Sam, Bam. Hey, zoom. Ready?
Looking to throw. Porter. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
15 Lonnie. Christian Travis. Hey, foxtrot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
And a Falcon 1st down.
Down. 18 Gator. 54.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes. That's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket him.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Stanley. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Check. Shoot.
On 1st down, Drummond. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of the credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That's complete to Smith. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Go now. Topper.
On 1st down, Stanley. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Stanley. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off play action. Stanley nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for San Francisco, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.